Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Client Education webinar series that's put on by maWebCenters. My name is Sarah Rose Stack, and I'm the Director of Internet Sales and Training for maWebCenters, and I'm looking forward to talking to you guys about some different topics that can help grow your business. So tonight's topic is all about analytics or statistics. And it sounds like a big, scary word, but in reality, all it is data on how your website is performing. And as a small business owner or the director of an organization, you've been collecting data from your customers and members probably since inception, right? I mean, you think about it, um, it's gone back to as early as maybe you ran a Yellow Pages ad or a Valpak or something else, and when someone called you on the phone, you've asked the question, "How did you hear about us?" And that's a question that really business owners should be asking their new clients because it's important to find out. What's working and what's attracting new business and what's keeping new business. So what we're going to be discussing tonight is how to use web analytics for merchandising more products or for running promotions or just overall analyzing the performance of your website and other marketing efforts. With Web Solutions by maWebCenters, you actually have analytics built right into your website, which allows you to see the big picture so that you can make educated decisions about not only your approach to your website itself and how you market it and the types of content or promotions or deals that you push out, but also in terms of other marketing, traditionally marketing that you might be doing. So that's what we aim to do tonight. And every single month, we aim to not only educate you on a small piece of the actual web solution that you have with us, but also on some applications. So we're not just going to simply say, okay, well, to access analytics, click on this, go to that, look at this. We're going to talk about what the reports mean and what that can do for you in terms of analyzing your website's performance. So we're going to start off by, first of all, identifying 5 different types of customers that generally will visit your website. Because if you know what kinds of customers that there are out there, then you can figure out what kinds of customers you're attracting or keeping and which ones you want to grab more of, and how you can continue to engage with the ones that are there. So we're going to talk about the 5 different types of customers that will typically be shopping or browsing your website. From there, we're going to discuss web analytics. We're going to discuss what the importance of web analytics is, meaning why should you be looking at those reports at all and what kind of information can you derive from them. We're also going to talk about how to use them to track the performance of your website and, again, other marketing efforts that you might be doing for your business. From there, I'm actually going to show you what the web statistics or analytics section of Web Solutions by maWebCenters looks like so that you can see exactly what you're looking at and maybe understand some of the terminology that's in there a little bit better. And then we're going to finish off by sharing a little bit about the e-commerce statistics or analytics, because that's a separate set of analytics that you get as a website owner with us. So I'm going to show you what the dashboard looks like and what you should be looking for different trends, etc., so that you understand not only how to read the dashboard, but the reports in general, so that, again, you can use that data to figure out, if your coupons are working, your promotions are working, if your products are selling, what are your best sellers, which ones should you be pushing more of, which ones are getting buried, which ones are being looked up the most. All of that information can contribute to a more successful website. And from there, we'll also talk about specific coupon codes that work best for the different types of customers that will typically be visiting your website, and then how to actually measure and monitor and adjust that as well. So again, we're going to take a nice high-level approach here, whether you have a service-based business or a retail-based business. These analytics can be important for you in both capacities. So if you have any questions throughout the evening tonight, please feel free to send us a question in the question box, and then I will, at the end, be taking questions with regard to this. In addition, you have 24/7 support, so you can always call 866-WEB-HELP if you have any questions as you go to apply whatever it is that you learn tonight. So let's get right into it. The first thing you have to know is your customers, right? You want your design to be optimized so that you can attract all different kinds of customers, not just one type of customer. So there's five main types of customers that typically visit websites. They're your loyal customers, or the people that are loyal to your brand or your business. They're there regardless, and they also generally give the most referrals. There's the searchers, meaning the people that perform some sort of a search on Google or Yahoo or a search engine looking for a specific product and service, came across your option, and then is now browsing your website because of that search result. The third type is an impulse customer, someone that's just kind of, they've landed on your website, and if something pops out at them or is interesting to them, they will impulse buy. The fourth type of customer is a wandering customer, or someone that's browsing and researching and not really sure what they want. It's nothing on their to-do list. If they buy something, great. If not, whatever. They're your website window shoppers, if you will. And the fifth type of customer is a discount or a price hunter, someone that's just simply looking for the best price or deal. And so when you're looking at your analytics, or when you're looking to attract customers to your website or to your business, the first step is to understand who it is that you're trying to attract, right? Because the reality is that all five of these people are going to come to your site and could potentially check out, or just fill out a form and want to do business with you if you're service based. But if your website isn't optimized to interact with these five different customers, then the analytics are not going to be very helpful. First, you have to start by knowing who you're trying to attract, right? Websites are really, it starts with people. You have to understand the people. So before we get into anything, I'm going to go into these five just a little bit more in detail so you have a nice firm understanding of who it is you're trying to attract, because that is all going to apply later on when we start looking at the different reports. So again, the first one were your loyal customers, right? They represent about 20% of the average customer base, but they make up more than 50% of sales. So that's an interesting statistic, right? Um, Even though if you have that basically means if you had 100 customers, 20 of them would be loyal that came back, but they would represent 50% of the business that happens. So that's a big deal. And, your loyal customers are generally interested in different things than, say, your bargain shoppers or your discount shoppers, right? They're more invested in you. And so you want to make sure that you're interacting with them on a regular basis, because that's what they want. They're loyal to you, and they want to engage with you. If you do that, if you actually take the time to engage with them and interact on some sort of a regular basis, then that's just going to increase their loyalty and keep them coming back. But it's also going to give them more opportunities to refer you to their network, which is really important, right? You want to make sure that you're really working. With those loyal customers so they feel important, so that they know that they're valued, they know that they're important, so that they not only continue to do business with you, but also continue to refer business to you. A really great thing to do with loyal customers is reward loyalty. And that means share specific promotions that are just for your loyal customers or your repeat buyers, or people, that are part of a loyalty program that you have, if you have one, even if it's just an email list, right? Maybe you're going to give out a special promotion just for repeat buyers. The car industry does a really nice job of that. When you go back to release a vehicle or purchase a new vehicle, they have all kinds of deals that are out there for first time buyers, but they also have deals out there for return buyers, or loyalty programs, or loyal buyers. So when I go back and I get, I turn in my Volkswagen Passat, and I go and I want to get the Touareg, which is their SUV, I know that they're going to have a certain loyalty reward for the fact that I'm not switching to another brand, but rather I'm going to the same dealership and I'm getting the same brand of car. So there's all kinds of rewards that are lined up for me as a loyal buyer of that vehicle. So just keep that kind of thing in mind when you're running your business and your website. Are you engaging your loyal customers, and are you rewarding them? It can be something as simple as, if you're going to run a sale, share that sale or promotion with your loyal customer base prior to the rest of your field or the rest of your the world. So a lot of companies do a really nice job with that. I'm thinking about Free People and Express and a couple of other programs that I've signed up for their email list. And a lot of times, what they'll do is they'll send you an email at midnight and say, "Shh, you guys have first access to the new markdowns. Here they are," and they'll give you a couple of really great deals that are only shown to us as people that are part of that program, or we're loyal customers to them. And then the next day is when they'll update the promotion on their actual website. So that can go a really long way. First of all, that you're marketing to people that are really interested in what you have to say or to sell, because these are people that are loyal to you and want to engage with you. Secondly, they represent generally about 50% of your sales. So if you give it to them first, the chances are that you're going to get, a reaction. You're going to create business by doing that. And then when you do that and you give them a little heads up, it creates an incentive for them to act sooner rather than later, right? So that's all good stuff to do. Another great thing to do with your loyal customers is to solicit feedback from them. Feedback from people that are engaging with you on a regular basis can be incredibly valuable because they're familiar with your stuff, and that they have had many experiences with you, so it's not just based off of a single experience. But this is all good stuff. Again, just had that happen with my Free People order. I ordered several sweaters from Free People through shop.com. My order came in, and 2 days later, I got a survey, and they were asking me about everything. What was your shopping experience like? What was the shipping turnaround? Did you feel like you got your product in time? Did you like the quality of the product? Did the product fit as you expected? Did you have to do any returns? Did you have to deal with customer care? How was that? And it's all of those great things that make me feel valued as a customer. So, as a business owner, if you're not really sure what kind of things you want to do to make your loyal customers feel valued, one thing that you can do is just think about yourself as a consumer, and the different places that you are a loyal customer, and what are some of the things that they've done that made you feel valued, and are those things that you would want to replicate with your own customers. Now, the second type of customer is a searcher, right? That's someone that landed on your site via a search engine, meaning they went to Google or Yahoo or some search engine. They performed a search looking for something specific, and they came across your business or your website. So here's the thing about that. Those people generally have very specific products or services in mind that they have interest in. They know what they want, and they know how to find it, meaning they went to a search engine, they performed a search with very specific keywords, found what they wanted, landed on your site, and now they're here. So you want to respect that customer language and that higher level of ability to search and find what they want. So you want to make sure that your website has good search. So if you have an online store, it's incredibly important that you actually take the time to add things like references or metadata or things that it's like, or the ability to compare. All of that functionality is built right into it, but it's going to ask you for all kinds of product details. And if you actually take the time to fill out the product details properly, then that makes the product more searchable on your website. And again, if a searcher lands on your website and they know how to find what they want on search engines, but they can't find what they want on your website, you've lost them, right? So take the time to not just build a product on your e-commerce, but to take the time to fill out the details of the product on e-commerce so that it can be findable within your website itself. Another great thing to do with searchers is to introduce new products and to them and analyze the results of that. And what I mean by that is simply, if someone is looking at one specific product, then go ahead and match another product to them that they might be interested in. It's the whole other people, or people that have viewed this product also viewed that product, or people that purchase this product also purchase that product. And again, with Web Solutions by MA Web Centers, you actually have the ability to do that very, very easily. It's very turnkey. It's just an extra couple steps. It probably will take an extra 60 seconds out of your life, but it's totally worth it because it's going to engage people like this one, like this type of customer that's a searcher and is an educated consumer in a better way. And finally, you want to make sure that you have a nice, convenient checkout. And with Web Solutions by ME Web Centers, you don't even have to think about that. The checkout process is super simple. Accounts are created very easily, and everything is super convenient with a turnkey way. The third type of shopper is your impulse shopper. This is someone that has nothing on their to-do list necessarily, but they just buy what seems good at the time, meaning they're just kind of browsing on websites, looking around, and if something stands out to them, they just have to have it now. And so what that means is they don't really necessarily have a focused or a narrowed point of thinking right now, right? So they're on your website looking around the same way that you might be walking around the mall, just kind of browsing, and if something pops out at you, you grab it. It's that kind of thing. So that is one type of shopper that might arrive at your website. So you want to guide their research, meaning you want to make sure that you have, first of all, great images and descriptions of products and services on your website. So things are very visual and very much standing out at the impulse shopper. If your products and services are buried in text, or the images are not clear or not great images, then you're not going to grab the attention of somebody that's browsing your website, if that makes sense. So you want to guide their research with better images and descriptions. And also, product recommendations is really great here, just like it is for the researcher, right? And why is product recommendations great? Well, again, you have somebody that's browsing. So if you can recommend products, based on what's hot right now, or some great deals and steals that you have going on in your business, again, whether it's service-based or whether it's a retail-based business, then you have the opportunity to grab the attention of an impulse shopper and encourage them to check out, or fill out a form to find out more information about the service that you provide. The fourth type of customer is what we call a wandering customer. These are, again, browsers, but the thing that they're most interested in is the sense of community and the experience. So while an impulse buyer is more likely to buy something that stands out to them, the wandering customer is like your ultimate browser. They're literally just there kind of looking around, and they're very, very big on research, that kind of a thing. And so it's really critical that you keep these type of customers engaged, because they are looking for any kind of inspiration. These are, again, browsers at the highest level. They're just there to look around. You also want to communicate advantages of your product over the competition very clearly, because if they see something that pops out at them, they're the kind of people that let's say you recommend a specific sweater, they're the kind of people that says, "Oh, I like that sweater," and it will stick in the back of their mind, but they won't actually buy it, but it'll be in the back of their mind, and they might buy it 2 weeks later, the next time they see something that's similar, right? But they're not necessarily invested in your sweater that inspired them to think that that sweater is good and it's something that they may want. So you want to make sure that you're communicating the advantages of your product very clearly, so that you're not just inspiring them to take action or buy something, or subscribe to a service, but rather to do all of those things with you, not with a competitor. Cross-selling, upselling, and product recommendations work very well with the wandering customer, because you're really focusing their thinking. Another thing is, again, they want to feel that sense of community and that experience of shopping together and be engaged with. So asking them to sign up for a newsletter is a great thing to do. And then finally, these type of people enjoy to rate products and write reviews. So just make sure that this option is something that's clear in your e-commerce solution. Now, with Web Solutions by MA Web Centers, rating products and writing customer reviews is just built right into the e-commerce platform. So again, this isn't really something you have to think about. It's already at the forefront. It's super turnkey. And as a business owner, you don't have to think about this. It's something that will already happen for you. And finally, the fifth type of customer that might land at your website is a discount hosting, or excuse me, a discount hunter or a discount or a price hunter, right? They make decisions solely based on the size of the markdown or the size of the deal, right? And so with those kinds of shoppers, you want to make sure that you have a clear pricing policy. They're afraid that if they buy something and it goes on sale 2 days later, that they're missing out. So have a clear return policy, clear pricing policy, because they are bottom line kind of people. They want to know exactly how much they're spending, and they don't want to spend a penny more than they have to. Products on sale should be clearly indicated and collected in one place. So it's a great idea to go ahead and collect and create a sales page where you have all of your clearance on one page. Awesome idea to do. That will certainly engage your discount or price hunters in a big way. Discount hunters are huge fans of free shipping. I mean, we all are fans of free shipping. So, as a business owner, if I could recommend anything to you, I mean, try to figure out a low cost or a flat rate or a free shipping policy that you can offer on your website, because statistically, you will get more people checking out. And if you have a policy around shipping where you do something like, spend $49 or more and get free shipping, then statistically, someone that may have only spent $25 will spend the extra money to get to that $49 threshold just so that they could qualify for the free shipping. So just keep that in mind, in the back of your mind and in your pocket. Um, Another thing you want to do with these discount hunters is offer benefits in exchange for contact information. What that simply means is if you get someone to sign up for your newsletter, then they automatically can receive a $5 off coupon or a free shipping coupon or a free product or something of that nature, right? So again, they're looking for the best deals, which means you want to make those deals very visible, very clear, offer things like free shipping if you can, be extremely transparent with your pricing and your policy around your pricing, and do things so that they will interact with you even before they've checked out. So if you get them there, I mean, I'm telling you guys, if you get them to sign up for a newsletter in exchange for a coupon code, that is somebody that typically would not shop on your website unless they had a bargain or a deal. And because they just got that coupon code, not only do you have their information and now you have the ability to interact with them, but you've also just given that discount hunter a super big incentive to actually go ahead and check out and buy something, where they are generally more reserved with checking out until they find the absolute best deal. So those are your five types of shoppers. I'm just going to go back so we can go through them one last time. One, loyal customers. Two, searchers, or people that have found you via search engines. Three, impulse buyers, people that will buy something if it stands out. Four, wandering customers or browsers, people that need extra clarification and inspiration for checking out. And five, your discount or price hunters. So those are the five different types of people. And regardless of what industry you're in, I guarantee you probably have more of one type of customer than others, but you do have all five types. It's just a matter of whether or not you're engaging all five types at the same level. So that's something that you're going to want to do. So, one of the things that you can do to measure how you're engaging your customers on your website is to have website analytics and know how to use them so that you can measure, monitor, adjust, and control your your content and the way that you're marketing and the way that you're engaging these customers, right? So by monitoring your web traffic, you can measure the results of how your website is performing as a whole, and also be able to measure how that website is performing with different types of customers across the board. And you'll see how in just a minute. It's going to measure your search performance, your customer engagement, and it's also going to be able to help you measure your traditional advertising as well. And we'll talk more about that specifically when we get there, but just understand, if you're running ads during specific times of the week or the month or the year, um, and you're throwing a lot of money in different avenues and you're not seeing an increase to your website, then maybe you shouldn't continue to do that. And on the same token, if you're doing a lot of advertising traditionally in other areas that is contributing to an increase in web traffic during those advertising periods, then you want to continue to do that. But the thing is you don't know whether you should continue or not continue if you're not measuring the success of any of your marketing strategies, right? And so web analytics helps you to have good data so you can measure and monitor and adjust your different marketing strategies, both with regard to your website and also with regard to traditional marketing. One thing that I found really interesting is that the statistics for business owners and directors of organizations, for how many of them actually measured their results for marketing at all, and more than half of people did not measure their results from their marketing. They were just simply spending money in different marketing avenues and hoping to see a return on that investment, but they weren't sure if they did or did not. And to me, that's crazy. But it also is a big indicator to me that people, A, don't have a way to measure the results, or B, have a way but don't know how to use the way. So that's what we hope to provide for you guys today is, introduce you to a really great way to measure the results of your marketing and web traffic. And secondly, show you how to actually do it using those tools. So what you're going to do today is you're going to learn how to use your statistics to monitor your traffic and analyze performance. So I'm going to show you how to analyze your total views, unique visitors, page views by the month, day, hour, and from where, and which pages are being viewed at which time, and why, and what that information can tell you about different marketing that you're doing and different customers that you're engaging. So when you log into Web Solutions admin and your website, right, you can actually click on the top where it says website and click down to statistics, and it will take you to the statistics or analytics section of your website. And that's going to give you all of this data that I'm about to show you right now. So again, all you have to do is log into your administration. At the top part of the bar, you're going to click on website and scroll down to statistics. Once you click on that, this is exactly what you're going to see. Now, the first thing I want to point out to you guys is up here, you can actually choose the period of time that you want to see the statistics for. So right now, this person wanted to only see September 2015. They didn't want to see the whole year. You could literally look for all of 2015 or for half of a month or 2 years or whatever. So you can actually adjust the period up here. Why is that important? Well, again, if you ran a newspaper ad for the month of September and you did a lot of advertising in the month of September and you want to see if there was a difference in the traffic that came to your website, that's why you would choose just that month. This particular example is a studio where a lot of the classes are registered for in September, and then again in January, and then again in April. They have different semesters, right, or different I guess class periods where people can get class cards for. So there's an influx of business that happens each quarter during specific months. And during those specific months, additional advertising happens with this business owner. And so that's why they wanted to see this month. So at the bottom here, when you do that, it's going to give you all kinds of information, right? It's going to say when, who, refers, etc., and others. So right here on the bottom, it's going to tell you a couple of different things. It's going to tell you the number of visitors that you had, and then it's going to tell you the number of unique visitors that you had. So this is a really interesting statistic, right? So the number of visits is the total number of people or machines that visited your website. So if I personally visited this website from my iPhone and then went home and visited on my desktop, it's going to show up as two visitors, right? But the key thing is to know the difference between a unique visitor and just a visit. A unique visitor is a one-time visitor, meaning it's the first time that someone has visited your website from that particular device. And that's what I was trying to say. So if I visit the website from my laptop and I visited again from my mobile device, it will show up as two separate visitors because computers can't tell the difference between people, but they can tell the difference between devices. So that's what that number is telling you. So when you look at this traffic here and you see that of the 1,203 visitors, 883 were unique, that is a massive number. That's really exciting stuff. That means that 3/4 were first-time visitors, and that whatever advertising this business was doing during the month of September clearly sent a number of first-time and brand new visitors to the website. So that's a good indicator that whatever was happening that month, whether it was Facebook promotions or whatever this person was doing, they should do it again the next time that there's going to be a big, you know, rush to register for classes. Another great thing here is that the number of out of the 1,203 visitors, they visited over 5,000 pages. That means on average, each visitor visited about 5 pages. So that means that the customers or the visitors to this website are staying on the website for a fairly good amount of time, because 5 pages per visitor on average is a pretty good number. Now you're also seeing here, and this is actually all one page, you just scroll down, but I just put them on separate slides so you could see better. You also can look at your statistics by the day of the month. So, it starts off with September at a high level, and it says, okay, at a high level, you had 1,203 visitors, of which 883 were unique. And then here's when those visitors came. So clearly, the big marketing started around the 9th or the 10th or the 11th. That's when there was a peak in visitors, and then it kind of dwindled off by the end. The semester started right in the middle of September, so you can see that the traffic stayed fairly good while they were doing some heavy promotions. This is showing it in terms of a graph, and here it's showing it to you in terms of numbers. So the biggest day for visitors was on the 11th. They got 198 visitors that visited 1,005 pages, meaning they visited about almost 8 to 10 pages per person, or maybe it's a little less, but still, you're seeing really great numbers here. So using the statistics, again, if you're doing a newspaper ad or a Valpak or a radio ad or Google AdWords or Facebook advertising, or you're just going to be really great and send out a ton of email campaigns, all of that stuff that you're doing, keep track of it. And then look at your web statistics and say, okay, I did this on this date through this date. How did my website perform? Did I get an increase? Am I seeing sales? Am I seeing more requests for information? Days of the week is important too. Different industries are busier on different days. So, for example, if you own a hotspot restaurant, then obviously your bigger days are going to be Thursday through Sunday, right? And maybe Monday and Tuesday is your lowest days. So that's fine. So you're going to see that. If you're, like a yoga studio, then you probably are going to see more traffic on days that you have classes or that kind of a thing. So, the days of the week it will show you where you're having the most traffic. Why is that important? It's important because if you're deciding what kind of advertising you're going to do or when you're going to do it, and you know that your website tends to get the most amount of traffic on Fridays, then that's probably a good day to go ahead and boost some Facebook posts, or that's a great day to go ahead and run a newspaper ad, or that's a great day to do something because that's when people tend to want to engage with you. On the same token, you might look at this and say, geez, I really wish that on the weekends we were getting more engagement. We're getting great engagement on Mondays and Fridays, but we're not getting what we want on the weekends. So let's go ahead and do some more focused advertising on Saturdays and Sundays so that we can bring these numbers up to match, some of these higher numbers. Does that make sense? So you can look at this data any which way that you want and formulate what kind of an action plan you want to take for your business. Is it the option A where you're saying, okay, these are the days that people are engaging with us and that's when we're going to go hard and engage with them? And/or are you going to take the other approach where you're looking at your lower engagement days and think of ways to increase engagement? You can do the same exact thing by the hours of the day. This is really big for anybody that does any kind of television advertising or advertising where things get released at specific hours of the day. So right here, you're seeing the biggest engaged time is 10 a.m. to like 5 p.m., right? That's their biggest engaged time. So if they're going to boost posts or they're going to do Google AdWords or they're going to do anything where the hour of the day can be controlled, that's the time to do it. That's when people are up and engaging with them typically. In addition, it will tell you exactly what countries are engaging with you. So, if you own a local business where you're restricted to really doing business more locally or regionally, this might not be as important for you. But if you sell products and you're open to selling in other countries, it's just interesting to know that people in other countries are looking and are looking for your products and services. And, is that a market that you want to take more advantage of? What I love here is the pages that are viewed. So this gives you the statistics for the different pages that are on your website and how many people are viewing those specific pages. So you can see here, um, that the biggest viewed pages are the schedule here and the register for classes page. The lowest engaged ones were contact. Interesting, right? And probably is because the contact page is the contact information is on every single page of the website, because this website was built really well, and the phone number and the contact information is easily accessible no matter what page you're on. So less people are going to the contact us page and just contacting them based on the information that they have. But really great stuff. The schedule is being done. And so that's an important thing to know. Why is that important? If you have somebody that's a loyal customer that engages with you often, and you know that the schedule is something that your loyal customers are visiting your website for the most, then that is something that you want to put at the forefront and something that you would want to share with someone like a loyal customer. And the same thing for the register for classes page, right? Where it takes you to the registration process. That's something that your loyal customers are looking for. Use the information for content and marketing, and also to measure your other advertising in summation. When you look at that information and you see that your website is doing really well with these specific pages during these specific times on these specific days during these months, then you know exactly what kind of information you want to have updated on your homepage. And again, that can be true for a service-based business or a retail-based business. You can use that to know exactly what kinds of uh, content that you want to push to specific customers over email or social media. So, kind of like what I just shared with you. If you know people, your repeat visitors are coming back and they're looking at the schedule a lot, then that's something you want to push out to them often and in a regular basis or a regular manner over email or social media. You also can identify what needs work. This business does a lot of unique traffic during those months. So if they're getting that much unique traffic, then the next thing to look at would be October. Is there a huge drop off in traffic, or are they retaining that traffic? Are they creating loyal customers, or is it all first time or searchers or people that are there browsing? What kinds of customers are landing on their website, and how can they improve so that they're engaging them more? Where can you capture the most new business? What pages are being used, and which pages should be promoted the most? You can also, again, I'm just going to say it one more time because I want to be clear that we're not just talking about the performance of your website, but also the ability to measure other advertising that you're doing. When did you run any specific campaigns? Did you see an increase to web traffic during that campaign? Did you maybe build a landing page around that? A lot of people do that, by the way, when they do yellow pages or newspaper ads or Facebook advertising or things like that. They'll literally just build one page that they're driving traffic to so that it's super easy to measure the success of the campaign. A landing page is just building a custom page around whatever deal or promotion or service you want to promote and market. And when you send tons of traffic to that one page, you can use statistics like this one, where it shows the different pages to measure the success of a campaign. So it's a great idea to do. How long did that campaign run? And based on how it did and how it performed in terms of traffic and results, will you continue that campaign or make some adjustments or just mix it all together? So I hope that that's been helpful in terms of general website statistics. What we're going to do now is shift gears and talk in terms of e-commerce statistics, right? So what I'm showing you is the very first months of e-commerce statistics here. And again, like I said, in general, what happens is there's a huge onset of traffic and sales that happen at the beginning of semester, and then they generally phase down, and then there's another big round of stuff. That's how people do this. This is a brand new client, and it's the first time they're offering online classes, so that's pretty cool. So what you want to do is look for trends. Well, this is a trend that's going down. And what that is a clear reflection of is the fact that the people that are registering for classes or purchasing classes online from this business, they do that at the beginning of a semester or a class period. Great. So what can we do as from a business standpoint to even this out more or even reverse it and have it increase? Maybe an idea is to go ahead and create single class passes, or promote the single class passes more, or create special deals for people that want to join halfway through a semester, or do things like that. You want to look at that trend and analyze what kind of a thing you want to do. Or are you totally fine with the way that trend looks and you just want to hit it hard at the beginning of every semester? All of that is a decision that you will make as a business owner. But again, having this information can be really helpful so that the decisions that you're making are good ones. This is also going to show you what kinds of customers you're engaging, what additional types of customers you would like to attract more of. And the way that you can do that is it tells you not just the lifetime sales and the average order, but the last 5 orders, the search terms of bestsellers, etc. And that lets you know more information about who's on your website and what they're looking for. So when you go back down here, I'm going to just kind of zoom in over here for you guys. The last 5 search terms were gift certificate and Black Friday special. So this is really interesting, right? Gift certificate was something that was searched recently, and it returned 0 results. That's something that people are looking for. This business sells gift certificates, but we need to make sure that we can return a result that says, sure, you can buy a gift certificate in these increments and make that sale. Now, why does that matter? Well, if I'm a searcher, or even if I'm just a loyal customer and I'm looking for something on your website and I can't find it, then I might just click away or go somewhere else. The thing with this, though, is this is not necessarily something that they sold right now. They were just selling class passes and things like that. So if I'm looking at this as a business owner and I see that people are searching for things like gift certificates and I don't offer them, that tells me that that's something I might want to offer. It's a new product I probably should create. The top 5 searches were those 2 things as well: Black Friday special and gift certificate. What are they viewing the most of? So at the very bottom of your dashboard, it tells you not only your new customers and customers, but it shows you the most viewed products and the best selling products. So the most viewed products were Community Yoga, Zumba Yoga Bar Unlimited, the Zumba Unlimited, which breaks down to $5 a class, really great deal. Or this is again per semester, and then the student rates for that as well. So it's interesting. And what this tells me, by the way, is that the trend is in line with what people are searching for, right? The trend showed us that all of the purchasing happens at the beginning of a semester and then declines and then picks right back up again at the beginning of the next semester. Well, the 5 most viewed products are all ongoing. These are all subscriptions to the entire semester, right? So when you buy an unlimited pass or an unlimited, this is unlimited Zumba yoga and bar, unlimited Zumba, unlimited yoga and bar, or unlimited Zumba for students. These are people that are purchasing the full class pass, and that's why you're seeing like lots of registrations at the beginning of a semester. The best selling products were also the beginning parts of a semester, unlimited, or these are 10 class passes, so not necessarily unlimited, but somebody that's committed to going to more than just 1 or 2 classes. This website actually sells single classes, but the majority of the sales that they're making on the website are for 10 class passes, or unlimited passes for the semester. Now, at the very top, of the e-commerce, you can also read some more reports to get even more data to make even better marketing decisions. When you click on reports up here, you can see sales, reports on your shopping cart, products, customers, tags, reviews, search terms, and full-on statistics. So when you click on sales, you can actually see the reports for all of your orders, tax, everything that was invoiced, everything that was shipped, any refund that you did, any coupon or promotion that you ran, and any PayPal settlement reports that you've done. When you click on products, you can also view your best sellers, your products that have been ordered, most viewed products, products that are in low stocks, and products that have been downloaded. These are all are product downloads. So you can actually see some really great stuff. If you've got people that are viewing a lot of products but not checking out, that means you have browsers on your website, right? You've got the wanderers, you've got the impulse buyers, but they're not necessarily checking out. What can you do from a business owner standpoint to engage with that type of a shopper in a better way? Can you make the browser that's viewing a ton of products and not showing up, not checking out, can you make them more inspired to check out? Can you increase the quality of your images, or write better descriptions, or make sure that product reviews are being had or made on your website? All of those great things. Customers, again, you can run reports on them as well. New accounts, customers by order total, customers by number of orders. And what that simply means is you can look at the people that are buying, by the amount of money that they've spent on on a single order, or the number of orders that they've made. This is going to help you to identify who your loyal or repeat customers are. When you click at the bottom, refresh statistics, it's the big picture of every activity. So you can run reports on orders, tax, shipping, invoice, refunded, coupons, bestsellers, most viewed, etc. So one thing that we want you to do as you're using this information to analyze the performance of your website and your retail business online, a great thing for you to do is to create incentives and create coupon codes. And what we recommend is that you create customer specific promotions, meaning promotions that are designed to engage with different types of customers that would typically be visiting your website. Right? So the first type of coupon that we recommend is the customer appreciation promotion, right? Maybe it's the $5 off for our repeat customers. You would look at that last statistic right here, and the number of orders by customer, and you might share those with your customer appreciation customers and engage your loyalty based customers. Second one would be on specific products, right? So again, your searchers are the people that are looking for specific products. So maybe you're going to identify 2 or 3 products that are specific that people are looking for online, that's a hot seller, and have specific promotions on those specific products, so that when searchers land on your website and they find it, they have the best product and you are offering the best price and deal around that specific product. The third one is for the what's hot now, or the impulse buyer. Can you create one new hot ticket item on your e-commerce and engage the impulse buyer? Make sure it's an incredible, a great image, and that the product description is great, and etc. Fourth, for the try the best product on the market, meaning the wanderer. And what's the difference between the wanderer and the impulse buyer? Again, the difference is they're both browsers. The impulse buyer is more likely to buy now if they are inspired by something, but the wanderer is the kind of person that would be inspired but make a decision 2 weeks later, whether it was with you or with someone else. So what you have to do is differentiate yourself from the someone else, meaning not only have something that's hot now and that's inspiring for the browser to take action, but also that separates what you're selling from everybody else on the market. Why is yours better than theirs? And make that very clear. And then finally, have a few sale or clearance items that you're going to create promotions or coupons around for your discount shoppers as well. Some great coupon ideas that we recommend are things like free shipping, specific product sales, buy two, get one, or $5 off of 50, 10 off of 100, etc. You can offer different coupon codes. Again, in any of these capacities, you have to just simply create the coupon code in the web solution and then promote it accordingly and engage with the different kinds of shoppers that are landing on your website. So a quick review of how to create a coupon code. And again, I want to remind you that you can always call tech support or live chat with tech support, and they can walk you through this. This is not something that you should memorize, but I just want to show you how quick it is. So to create a coupon code, what you're going to do is log into your administration, click on website right here, and then scroll down and choose e-commerce. From there, you're going to click on promotions. And right here, we're going to click on shopping cart price rules. So when you click on promotions, you can do all kinds of different things. We're going to click on shopping cart price rules. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to view previous codes. And what I actually just blocked these out because this is one of our clients' accounts, so you don't actually see it. You can see all of the previous coupon codes that you've done that are active or disabled, and you can see how many people actually use them. And you can actually edit those, or you can click on Add New Rule. So for the purposes of this quick demonstration, we're going to click on Add New Rule. From there, you're just going to go ahead and put the rule information in. You're going to specify the options by just simply answering the questions and filling in the fields. So here's the new rule. Give it a name. We called it free shipping. The description is free shipping for the holiday season. Maybe it was Valentine's Day or Mother's Day or whatever it is. The status can be active or inactive. If you don't want it to be live right now, you can set it to inactive. And the customer groups are here. Do you want it to be any of these? I just select them all. And then go ahead and give the coupon code an actual coupon code. So for people to activate this coupon, they would have to enter in free ship holiday to get access. You can limit to uses per the coupon. So if you only want people to be able to use it once, then let them, or you only wanted this coupon to be able to be used 10 times on your website, give it 10. This person gave it 1,000 uses. You can set it to 1,000,000, you can set it to 10, you could set it to 1. Uses per customer, you can limit that as well. So this person limited it to 5 times that they were able to use free ship holiday. And for the website, it can only have a total of 1,000 uses. You also want to indicate the start and end date that this coupon code will be active, right? So this was this was during the holiday shopping season, right? So it's pretty simple stuff. It's literally just asking you to identify the dates and the time period of your coupon code. What is the coupon code going to be called? What is the rule name? Describe what it's about. And, are you going to put any limits around that? Again, so from here, your actions are for the free shipping. You're going to leave the fields as it is and specify free shipping that and that respective field, meaning apply percent of product price. Nope. Discount amount. This is what you would do if you wanted to do like a 10% off or a 20% off. If that was the kind, you would do that. But since what we're doing right now is actually just free shipping, we're going to leave all of this to 0. If we had we had called this coupon code something like 10% off and the code was 10OFF, then when we got to this screen, we would have said discount amount 10% or $10 or whatever it was going to be. Maximum discount applied to blah, blah, blah. We're just going to go ahead and call it free shipping though. Actions for other, if you want to apply and choose the desired discount type. If you were going to do a percentage off the price or a fixed amount of money off, you could do all of those things. You can choose those options. There's a ton of different options, but the point is you can create all kinds of coupon codes. And the best thing I can recommend is that when you do this for the first time, it's really a good idea to do this with the support of tech support, just so that you're setting it up properly and you don't put yourself in a situation where you meant to say 10% off, but you actually wrote $100 off, or $10 off of instead of 10% off, and the item was only $15 or something like that. So it's always a good idea to use chat support for these kinds of things, especially if it's your first time, because it's not something that you would necessarily just memorize. make sure you promote your promotions as well. So whether you're promoting them on social media and sharing direct links to the coupon code. I mean, this was a really great one. They did this free shipping one every single year. So the one I just showed you was 2014. This was from the year before. They did ship free 2013 on this bracelet that they were selling for only $10.99. And look at this, 220 people liked it. That's a really high engagement, and it sent a lot of traffic to their website. Guess what? When they got to that jewelry website, that 1099 bracelet was cool, and I bet you a lot of people bought the bracelet for a teacher gift or small ticket item for the holiday season. But I guarantee you that it also caused people to browse around the website and purchase other products as well, and higher ticket items, all because of a simple little ship free coupon code that they actually just put on the website, took the time to set up and promote. Now, finally, when you do things like create coupons, you do want to measure the success of that coupon. Again, if you're not in a service-based business and you're not just looking at the web traffic to specific pages, you do want to see what the traffic to specific products and customers and coupons are. So when you go to that refresh statistics, just remember one of the things that you can check out are your coupons. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope this has been useful for you. I do want to remind everybody that these sessions are recorded and you can go back and preview them as early as tomorrow. If you go to youtube.com/maWebCenters official, you'll be able to access these webinars not only in English, but they're also done in Mandarin on Tuesdays by our Director of Sales in Taiwan, Alice Liu. So lots of support available there. Another great thing to look out for on that YouTube channel in the upcoming weeks, you'll also see short little 5-minute tutorial videos on using our technology. So it would be something more specific on how to create a coupon code or more specific on how to edit content on your website, but short little videos so that you can just have videos that are only about technology and not necessarily about application, which is what these webinars are really focused on. So you've got lots of great online resources from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, our website, newsletter, blogs, etc. And of course, unlimited access to technical support, which again, you can access by calling 866-WEB-HELP or clicking on live chat support at the top. Thank you guys so much and have a great night.